Time to check in with our lizard overlords. What are they up to? Well, this.
Is this the worst hour now?
Are we done our first hour?
Yeah, we're into our worst hour now.
Keep your expectations of this episode low. Starting the worst hour now, I feel like we've crossed into like maybe not great content hour.
Welcome to our worst hour.
Oh, you know what else I did too? I use my Apple Watch now and I have it set so that when I lose my truck, because I lose my truck in the parking lot a lot now too. So now my watch will lead me back to my truck.
Oh.
Yeah. It's this thing called waypointing or something. But it does it automatically so that when I leave the truck and watch shuts off the Bluetooth from the truck, it immediately registers it. And then if I need to find the truck when I lose it, I just hit the button and the watch takes me back to the truck.
I like that. Maybe I should get a new one.
This one does all kinds of things. It's cool. And I have Kelly set so that I can hit the watch and it will just go right to her in case I'm confused. That way I don't have to go through my phone. I spent all weekend setting up everything in my life electronically so that when I'm confused, it will help me. This is not inspiring if you work for me and you're listening to this. I'm confused by simple tasks now.
You get that checked when you get your diabetes checked.
I also deposited my Doug Ford $200 check with my phone on a banking app. I've never had a banking app before.
Why did you get a $200 Doug Ford check?
Everybody got a $200 Doug Ford check.
Really?
I didn't.
Everybody did. Everyone in Ontario got a $200 check before the election.
Paper check?
It got mailed to you. Yeah, paper check got mailed to you. Mailed to everybody. I think it was everybody over 18 got the $200. Yeah. I've been driving around with it for months.
Again, that check does nothing for me.
Well, that's why I never did anything with it. And then I was like, I need to learn how to use the banking app. Like, okay, this is how I use the banking app.
Great. Okay.
So I learned how to put a check in with the banking app. Because the reason I've never gone to done anything with the check is because I always had this epiphany that I would deal with the check when I was at a bank machine. But I don't go to bank machines ever.
Yeah, I never have. Well, not in years since the money walk stopped.
Since the what?
The money walk. I used to do a money walk every
Oh,
Friday when I would
yeah,
get checks from clients.
Yeah.
And the money walk stopped. I could just do it on my phone.
Yeah. Well, I don't go to bank machines. So I went to the bank machine recently. It's way different now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like you tap in your card or something. I don't remember how it was different, but it was different. I think I'm aging faster than the average person. I'm gonna stop driving at night in the next probably 12 months.
I don't drive at night just because I go to bed so early.
I have to go tonight to Aurora to watch Paisley play soccer. Now our games are at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
I know. And they're like 90 minutes long.
Like,
I know. She played in Barrie last week. Got home at like 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. I was bagged. I was super bagged from that. So, what's the status of your truck, Chad?
haven't heard word one. I
How
probably
many
won't.
days do you go in between not hearing before you get annoyed?
Well, what is there to hear about right now? I knew it wasn't going to be till beginning of June anyway, so do you want me to ask for an update on nothing?
I do.
No, I'm confident I won't hear anything before beginning of January, which is fine. All right, sorry, June. And I've resigned myself to that fact. So I'll deal with other things like people's paver colors until then, and other things that aren't going ahead, like the GC at this retirement home job really wants us to come back. I said, okay, are the masons done their portion of the cinder block wall so we can build up against it? No, not yet. Well, what do you want me to come back and do? They just want you to have a person there for nothing at all. Like it's a lot dealing with incompetence.
I've found it super brutal this year with people's like just absolute fucking incompetence.
We also got asked to dig conduits in one of the courtyards and put bollards in, and I said that's not our job, that's Civil's job. Yeah, well, we were hoping you could make a deal with Civil because they don't want to do it and it needs to get done. What am I going to trade topsoil with Civil to do their work? Like this is GC problems that you're putting on the landscaper. So
Why would you want to do that job? It fucking sucks.
because it's around where we're working. And in order for us to do the work, that has to be done first. So naturally, it's the landscaper's problem, right?
I'm having similar problems on our job sites. So we had this pile of soil, all these like 20 piles of soil out in front of this one job, and they asked us for a price to smooth it all out. We gave them a really competitive price because I just need this soil to fucking move so we can finish this job and get paid. They have holdback money of ours. They have fucking paver money of ours. All this. I said, so we gave them a competitive price. They said, no, we're gonna make the civil guy come back. I'm like, the civil guy is not coming back to move this fucking 20 loads of soil or 10 loads of soil. He's not coming back to do it. He's not. This has been going on for 4 fucking weeks. 4 fucking weeks this shit's been going on. So today they call Jack and they're like, hey, we're going to pave on Monday and we don't want any dirt dumped or any trucks or anything on the pavement before this place opens. Fair enough. I said, okay, well, like the guy there's like, can you guys come and do it on Thursday and Friday? So all of a sudden, this guy not showing up for 4 fucking weeks becomes an emergency for us to come and do it. And I'm like, if we don't come and do it, then everyone's going to be mad at us because we said we wouldn't do it, not mad at the guy who should have done it 4 fucking weeks ago.
Yeah. And as soon as you do it, they'll forget that you did it and did them a favor. Gee, you're not the good guy for doing it after it's done.
No.
You might be the good guy while you're doing it, but then after that, they forget it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a commercial landscaping is a thankless job.
Thankless. We did a big paver job commercial where we didn't do the base, any of it. We supplied an inch of screed layer and we laid the pavers. So the pavers are sinking, I guess, a bunch of places. Jack was there today. And Jack's like, they said, oh, well, there's like, it's sinking in some places. And Jack said, okay, well, we didn't inspect the sub base. The engineers inspected the sub base. We didn't install the clearstone. Engineers installed or you guys had someone else installed the clearstone. All we did was we compacted the screed layer. Everything else was supposed to be done for us. So there's no way that this amount of settlement happened in a half inch of HVB or an inch of HVB. Everyone agreed. I said, this is not a warranty issue for us to deal with. Everyone agreed. Now they asked for an HVB top up in the permeable pavers. We said absolutely, because I feel like that is something that falls under our responsibility because we did the HVB in the pavers. It goes everywhere anyways, but if you're asking us for a top up as a warranty issue, I think that's a reasonable ask, personally.
I can do that.
Like, I don't think they're being unreasonable. So we said we'll absolutely do that. But I'm not tearing up the whole fucking paver job because the sub base is fucked up. Because all that's going to happen is sub base is going to get fucked up again.
Yeah. We did I had a GC call us because our sod sunk where the surfaces are. And all we did was reinstate 4 inches of topsoil and sod. Like, what's more likely to have sunk here? Your 2.5 feet of fill or my 4 inches of topsoil? Well, it's got to be your topsoil because we packed our fill. I don't think you did. Because there's more than 4 inches of settlement here.
Yeah, I would say if there's more than 4 inches of settlement, we can conclude it's got nothing to do with the topsoil.
Yeah. Anything to blame it on someone else.
Yeah, we have like one of our jobs, there's 2 huge generators just sitting in the middle of the job. I said, like, these are huge generators. Like I mean like 20 feet long generators just sitting in an already very tight space, randomly sitting on weird angles in the parking lot. I said to the super, what is going on with these generators? Like they're in the way of everything. And he goes, well, one's supposed to be on the roof, but before they lifted it up, before when we were looking at it, we realized it's not structurally sound to put this generator up there. But then the generator people got sick of the generator being in their yard while we sorted this out, so they just shipped it one day. I said, fuck you, you're taking this generator. I'm looking at the generator going, this generator's got to be worth like 200 or 300 grand. Like, I can't imagine the thing's fucking cheap. And then sitting beside it is another generator.
Where does that one
Like,
go?
what is that doing here? He goes, oh, well, they're just pouring the concrete pad for that. I'm like, how long's that been here? He's like, I don't know, 6 months. I was like,
Holy shit.
there's we on this job, we're doing the shed pad, the curbs, a sidewalk out front, and the patio for concrete. There's another guy, another person doing the generator pad. And there's another person doing some other piece of like there's 3 different people pouring concrete on the job. And the super's like, why wouldn't we have just given you all the concrete? Again, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't dole out the contracts. Like, this seems pretty fucked up to me too, but whatever. So we did everything we could, and then we said, we'll see you. Floating all the equipment out to the emergency, the landscaping emergency.
Ugh. We're gonna have some emergencies if people don't get their shit together.
That's
Nothing
it.
is lining up.
I talking to someone today, they're having the same experience that everything just nothing is lining up this year. There's just nothing lining up. There's nothing fucking.
One good thing, half loads are off, so
Yes.
makes it a little easier to get material around. But the weather's still shit.
The weather's garbage.
Poured. I we got one real quick one. The pavers, like the paving crew, was there prepping a driveway, and the owner called me. He's like, Chad, I need you to do some pavers down the side of the driveway. Like, what do you mean? Why? He goes, the client thought we did that, and he wanted us to do the pavers down the driveway. He's like, I can only pave the asphalt. You want to come and see this guy? Like, yeah, I'll come out real quick. 5 grand to do the little strips down the side of the driveway. Put a maybe quarter-inch of chip down, grade it real quick, put the Villaggio in, then they come pave up against it. Should be good for about half a day's work, I think, but the paver guy couldn't do it, so the landscaper had to.
Why he can't lay the pavers at all? He just refuses to lay pavers.
Well, he's never done it before. He's not
Fair.
the
At least he was
guy.
smart
Yeah.
enough to call someone else.
Yeah. Jeff's been great. He's given us a lot over the years. A good
All
paving
good.
contractor can keep you busy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Because
agree. Having a good being friends with a good paving contractor is smart.
the last thing in my life that I need are 2 strips of interlock down the side of my driveway.
I don't have it at my driveway.
That's the last thing I want in my life is 2 fucking silly little 2-foot strips down the side of my driveway.
People like it though.
I do them all the time and I'm not complaining about them, but I would never do it.
People love that shit.
They love it. I can understand the 4 feet in front of the garage, but the 2 strips down the side, no.
We used to do the big swoop,
Yeah,
the
the swoop
wave.
to the
Give me
front
the wave. I want the
away.
wave.
Yeah.
Or I always would try to avoid the arch because the arch never centers right on the garage. There's always
No,
like it just
not
doesn't look.
between
Yeah,
the garage going into the front entranceway.
it looks
That's
weird.
Yeah, it looks weird.
I always try to stay. I just promote the swoop because the swoops you can't fuck up the swoop. The arch can get fucked up.
Ours can get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the steps on a 45 coming out of the house
Mm.
where they transition from the walkway to the garage, the front of the garage. They put the steps on a 45. That drives me. They never look good. They look okay, but they never look great. Or like a pie looking
I
45.
don't like pies. Always you end up with like short step. I don't know.
Pie steps, yeah. Yeah.
Not a
We
huge pie guy.
no. We did a giant like 12 set of almost pie steps like 10 years ago. They turned out really good. And the whole job sort of looked like a big conch seashell going up towards the front door. Beautifully done. It still looks great to this day. I remember the client complaining because uh the wall came into the side of the garage and the cap overhung in front of the lip of the garage by an inch and a half. But it made the wall flush with the garage door. She's like, this sticks out. Like, how do you not want it to stick out? It's a bullnose cap. Like, you want that overhang. He's like, yeah, but I'm gonna hit my car on it. I'm like, if you have your car this close to the garage door, you have bigger problems in your life. Some fucking brown guy. Like, I will never understand it. Like, I'm beside myself to this day of that confrontation. But we got paid.
That's all that matters.
All that matters.
I also figured out how to monogram my watch so it says PK in the middle.
Mm.
I spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos about two things this weekend. Apple Watch Ultra 2s and about how to fix a Dodge Ram where the water leaks in the third brake light.
I've never had that problem, knock on wood.
It happens to apparently it happens to almost all Dodges. So I have the repair and on YouTube it says the repair takes 5 minutes. So I set up a camera and recorded myself doing it because I feel like although I am a below average mechanically inclined person, that if it takes a very mechanically inclined person 5 minutes, I could do it in 10. But I was wrong. It took me like 28 minutes.
Still got it done.
I got it done. Yep. So the truck didn't leak. Well, they haven't complained about it anyways.
You could have said, Brad, watch this video and fix this for me real quick.
Probably would have been better.
Yeah.
But I also felt like this was something I could accomplish. And currently he's like literally tearing the motor into pieces to find out what's wrong with it. And I could not do that
Yeah.
I don't care how many YouTube videos I watch, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Smart.
There's no YouTube video for figuring out if the injectors are fucked up in your truck. Maybe there is. Probably is. But I don't think I could watch it and disassemble the diesel motor. So we'll let Brad focus on that. And third brake lights where you need to peel off the existing foam and put new foam on, I'll handle those. I'll handle those jobs. Brad can handle the fucking brake lights or the motor jobs. So
My new truck has a burnt out headlight. I don't know what happened
what,
at
the Ford?
tail light or
Ford?
headlight. I don't know which one it is. It's one of them burnt out.
How would it burn out? I thought they were all LED in that truck.
I don't know. I don't know. Drive me nuts though.
Why don't you take it to the dealer?
Well, they have time.
What does it bing at you and say tail light out, tail light out?
No, it dings really fast, right? Like,
Oh, that's a turn signal light then.
yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry. Turn
Yeah.
signal is out. So
But they're all LED in that truck.
I don't know. So that's what leads me to believe that it's going to be more of a pain in the ass. They're going to want to diagnose for 3 hours and then
I think it's going to be a big pain in the ass.
yeah, I think it's going to be a big pain in the ass. So I'm just going to leave.
Has this truck stimulated you to buy a lot more Fords?
No, nope. We're doing a job for the sales manager at Ford, but I didn't tell him that I hate my truck.
I wouldn't tell them that until
Not
after you get paid.
flash. Yeah,
Then you could say, I hate this truck.
I just don't know what to do. I can buy Rams, but I can't get a 5500 Ram serviced in town.
What's the Ram that you bought with all the lights on it? All the chicken lights.
That's a 5500. But if it has to, now that it's off warranty, it shouldn't need warranty service, obviously, so I can take it anywhere. Unless
don't
it's a
know.
Cummins. No, unless it's a. I guess it could go anywhere now.
Yeah, it can go anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. But for
Yeah.
diagnostics, it can go anywhere because it's a Cummins.
Yeah. Any garage with a big enough lift with qualified people should be able to fix it.
Yeah. But I think no, I had a RAM issue or Cummins issue before, and they said it had to be dealt with that RAM because they couldn't do some. I don't know, something with the motor. They said RAM had to deal with it, and I had them clear the code and sold the truck.
Would you say that your Ford pickup is one of the things that pisses you off the most that you've hung on to the longest?
I don't have a lot of other choice. If you sell it now, it takes a real big shit. But if I sell it at around 90,000 kilometers, then you've gotten your life out of it. They say the best resale is about 400,000 kilometers. Um, yeah. So
So
I have to
how many thousands of kilometers are on it?
have 30,000 right now.
Hmm. Let
So
me
another.
drive it for a month. You can sell it right afterwards.
And the other tail light will go out.
So I
Um,
can't remember who I was talking to in the yard. They're saying something to me about like you should flip the trucks. And I'm like, I drive way too much.
yeah.
Actually, a guy DM'd me, Spencer DM'd me a picture of a Denali and was like, I bought this from my foreman. I think it was a bad financial decision. And I went, well, whatever. Like everyone has a different. He's like, well, I don't want my guys driving around in a 2015 Chevy with a 6 liter clapped out. And I texted him back. I said, my guys drive around in a 2015 Chevy with a 6 liter with 500,000 kilometers on it.
You're honestly probably better off in that 2015 than you are in the new GMCs, which are all going back for
Yeah, every one is fucked or
2
something. Yeah.
something fucked up motor, whatever it is.
Some 6.2 liter motors fucked up or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
I
big
saw
deal.
that too.
Um,
I like our 2015 Chevy. I don't drive it that much to be fair, but even my truck, the Dodge 2019, it's got 280,000 K on it.
hmm.
Climbs daily. I think it'll have 300,000 on it before July.
That's a lot.
I think it'll be 350 by January.
Well, as long as it's still running.
Oh, I don't care. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Like buying a new one, if I buy a brand new one, for me, like I just put so many fucking kilometers on it that it's
Yeah.
like it's like but first of all, the Ram trucks look very similar anyways. So
Yeah.
even the interior, although I do like the new beige colors of the new ones, they're very smart. It's
Hmm.
different colors of beige than the older ones.
Really.
Yeah, they
Haven't.
look really nice. I've been looking at them.
I
Maybe.
sold a I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Uh I sold my enclosed trailer a couple weeks ago.
Really? Now you
Yeah.
miss it?
No, not at all. Um, but the guy was asking for like a spare tire and he didn't come with the right hitch, so I gave him a hitch. All this shit, right? And he messages me today on Facebook and he goes, "Hey, the tire you gave me is the wrong spare tire." He goes, "You gave me one for an 8 lug and this is a 6 lug." And he's like, "Do you want to swap for the right one?" And uh, I'm just like, I don't have time for this in my life. Go out and buy a different fucking tire, dude. Like, what the fuck? My God. Like, again, beside myself on just asinine shit. So you got the wrong tire. You got a free fucking hitch out of me.
Tell
I
them
gave you a fender.
bring back my hitch, and I'll give you a tire.
Yeah,
How far away does this guy live?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Did you peel the NDL stickers off the trailer before you
No,
sold it?
I left it. I don't give a shit. I don't give two shits. You know what happened last time I fucking took the decals off my trailer or on one of my vehicles? They didn't fucking buy it, and now I got a beautiful tandem sitting there that I could run tomorrow, but it doesn't have my decals on it anymore.
Mm.
It's been a week
Okay,
since Tuesday.
I've had the same experience. On Sunday, I was feeling so good. I felt like I had learned stuff and I'd stimulated my brain and my brain was functioning well and things were going good. And then I went to work on Monday. By the time I got home last night, I said to Kelly, I know why my brain's all mushy now.
Yeah.
The amount of shit that happens. So, all right, I have to go to soccer.
All right.
Mike, I think that's the least you've talked in any podcast ever.
I know. I was focused here.
He's focused. He's focused on not crashing. So, all right. Have a good night.
See you
That's
guys.
the end of the podcast.
Ooh,
Bye.
thank you for watching. Ooh. Yeah, those people run the world. They're so impressive. What a bunch of freaks.